5 years ago, I cut the roof off my Subaru. Now I'm welding a roof on my convertible. As you saw, I got the convertible top off of the car. I also swapped the doors out for the hatchback doors. And then off camera, I swapped my mirrors over and my door locks, little things for that. I also pulled the seats out, if you could kind of figure out we're going with new seats. Now, trust me, the first thing I want to do is weld this roof right on this thing and see this thing looking like a coupe and kind of go that way. But unfortunately, I don't have the means to do that right now. I'm doing it at a buddy's house and I kind of need to work around his schedule. But this is kind of good because it forced me to work on some of the little things that I need to do before the next season, and some of the small stuff I can pay more attention to detail instead of just glossing over because I have more exciting things to work on. So some of the big things is this car has to pass tech. So I kind of need to do some things to make sure that that's going to happen. First off, the battery tray is totally broken and the battery is just kind of held in with a bungee cord and it's totally not good. Along with that, the positive cable is broken now, so I mount the battery in the trunk. Along with that, I need a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher is something you need it for the track, but you should have it anyway. So after I get the seats in, I'm probably gonna just make a bracket that bolts to the driver's seat. The other thing is the power windows in this car are, barely alive. If you own an FC with power windows, you know how problematically those can be. So I'm gonna clean up the contacts on the switches and that should help it run better. And then eventually do a relay mod. And then like I said, we wanna mount these seats in. So yeah, it's not the most exciting thing, which is welding the roof on and making it a totally non-existent RX-7. But you know, these are things we gotta get done and things I think that will really add to the final touches of the car. You know, I want this to be a nice car as well as a drift car, not just tear it all apart and make it some drift missile, because I just don't enjoy that. But yeah, let's get to it.
Are you having fun, RJ?
Yes.
Or do you hate your fucking life right now?
I don't hate it yet.
You're with good people, hacking some shit. I mean, fabricating.
Hey.
Hey, bud. What are you doing there?
They have grinded into the wiring harness just a little bit.
SCs have the common problem of burning up window switches is because all the current going to the power window motors goes through the power window switch. And it's more current than this switch is really meant to handle, and it causes the contacts to basically corrode and fail. So I cleaned up the contacts for that. With these relays in place, all that current will not be going through the switch anymore, and it should prevent the switch from failing, and well, our power windows should also work faster. Now it's time for our battery relocation. Unfortunately, back here in the trunk, there's not much flat real estate to work with, but we'll make do with what we have. It's probably not gonna look pretty, but it really doesn't have to. Take a moment to admire the previous owner's craftsmanship. So it appears they had an issue about having no power at the, no power at the left rear turn signal. So to fix this, they took this nice red wire, neatly ran it, very neatly ran it, all the way through the interior, up through the pedals, into the engine compartment, very neatly ran to the front turn signal. Battery relocation is complete. Not the prettiest, but for this car, it'll do just fine. Along with that, as you saw, I got the power windows all wired up. I got the driver's seat in place, and we're in a pretty good spot. Now, I haven't put in the passenger seat, and I still need to make a bracket for the fire extinguisher, but those things can wait, because if all goes to plan, tomorrow we are starting on pulling on the roof.
Get that fucking camera out of my